Welcome to the 5 on 5. Today I'm joined here by Jan Safley, Executive Director of Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Southern Oregon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So Jan, for our viewers out there who might not know too much about your organization, what do you guys do?
We're a United Way nonprofit organization, provide free credit counseling, do repayment plans to creditors, offer bankruptcy certificates, community education programs, credit reports. Anything that's related to personal money management, we probably do it one way or the other.
Okay, and we're just coming out of Christmas here, and what about people who might have overspent just a little? What would you recommend that they do?
Well, you need to assess the damage first. You probably need to shake out your receipts and your wallet and all that stuff and make kind of a list, because usually people use multiple credit cards, and it's a little here, a little there, and then at least you have an idea of what the damage is, and maybe say, well, I was going to go to some of those after Christmas sales, but these numbers maybe say, maybe I better not do that this year.
Okay, just be more cognizant of what you're doing next.
Exactly.
And a lot of people might think, gosh, we're out of this recession, we're in the clear, but what would you suggest to people regarding, taking on more debt?
Well, the amount of debt that people are carrying is down right now, and there's some questions why that is. Is it because people have kind of learned their lesson and aren't borrowing, or is it because lenders aren't lending to them even though they want to borrow? So the situation right now is, unfortunately, the Rogue Valley has the highest unemployment rate in the state. We have a lot of people, 40% of the people that are employed are in part-time jobs and want full-time jobs. So, when you look at those national figures, maybe you're a little more encouraged than what's really happening here. So people need to look at their own situation, run their own numbers, and decide if it's also better for them, and then make their plan accordingly.
Okay. Well, we'll be right back and have more with Jan Safley. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, we're joined here by Jan Safley, Executive Director of Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Southern Oregon. So Jan, you work with people every single day who are in some financial turmoil. What are your biggest concerns right now that you're seeing?
Well, what we hear some people saying is housing. A lot of people, they lost their house in foreclosure. And we were kind of wondering how people were going to feel about that. Are they going to say, wow, this was such a bad experience, I'm just going to be a renter, it's better for me? But that's not what we're hearing. We're hearing people say, how quickly can I get back into another house? And there was a good article in the Mail Tribune today about the process is a lot longer, more questions, lenders are being more conservative. So if people are going that direction, they really need to know that it's not going to be as easy as it was several years ago to make that happen. Their current credit, the way they're paying their bills since a foreclosure, is going to be very important to them. The other thing we see is a lot of people owe a lot of money in student loans. This is going to be a huge problem going forward. One, it's a problem for the economy, because if you're making a couple $100 student loan payment every month, you're not going out and buying consumer goods. If you're not buying consumer goods, then people don't have jobs to produce those goods. And so we have lots of people that are in the nation. We have over $1 trillion owed in student loans. And it's a huge drag on the economy. So I would say, we mainly deal with people who already have the loans. What are they going to do about it? But if you're looking to go back to school or take out loans, you really need to kind of pencil that out and see what kind of income do you have to make in order to get a job to make your payments back, because a lot of people got the education and now can't get the job.
And like we said, you see a lot of people in a lot of financial turmoil. Yes. What is the trigger, typically speaking, that gets them, where they're at?
They get into the problem because they don't want to think about it. We'll think about it tomorrow. Doing a budget isn't very much fun. Having a plan, saying no to purchases is not. We want things. It's human nature. We want them. We don't want to do paperwork, and it gets out of control before they even know it. Our problem is, at our agency, is when people come to see us, they say, wow, that was very helpful, you had some great ideas, but it's hard to motivate people to kind of get their head out of the sand and say, I'm going to go and get some help. It is free, it is confidential. We really encourage people to come and get some other ideas about how to deal with it.
And your website, do you have one?
Yes, www.cccs KOBI-TV.so.org.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
Jan, thank you so much. You
Yes.
can visit that website to find out how you can get some help if you find yourself in financial trouble. Again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.